is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Consider choosing between the reactor or punch processing as our next destination.
Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down. You need special permissions to override them. Here. Thank the sovereign. Console.
Check the enemy light just
the
turned
console.
on. Ready to wait. Or get the man.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising. Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed.
That 1 hour?
Eaten alone at your desk.
The bare minimum you need.
Commencing combat-related activities.
Let us proceed.
This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
Are you stuck on the ground? Impact a colon, got you down. Well, trust and you can't.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Fly free. No longer does my
Punch card processing re-enabled. Now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
take wing. Don't flounder at the bottom. Be a raptor in the slipstream.
Hitching a ride's likely to at least I can't think of a fast one. Not one we'd survive in.
Don't be in a run. Touching your gun. Choose uphill. That fixes all your ills. Lived on my breed. No longer does my packed intestine dictate where I have to be. Lived on
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is wireless free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice.
Overbearing tyrannical regimes like the Protectorate want to control their subjects' thoughts, to safeguard them from harm, to hide them away from danger. I'm Auntie Cleo, and I won't lie. The universe is filled with things that want to kill you. Luckily, our products, and only our products, can reliably prevent that. So I say, don't cower and hide. Go make something of yourselves. Live a life that's larger, more daring, exhilarating, armed and inoculated against a hostile, perilous universe with Auntie's Choice. Daredevils rejoice with Auntie's Choice.
Prudence
Our
dictates.
product line.
You'll stand out number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Shake a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret.
Confronting threat.
When you drink purple berry tequila.
Say, looking for big fruity flavor and plausible deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the Purple Bread Worm with Purple Berry Tequila.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Seems we've the choice of adjusting the turret settings or ceiling reinforcement rules. Either's fine by me. Not a bad idea to take advantage of the supply caches needed, if you're needful.
This unit is pleased to remind you of the fire suppression system, which is a promising option.
Emergency first aid cache unsealed.
When you drink purple berry tequila.
It's the only tequila that'll pick you up.
Reactor turret defenses online.
Try Purple Berry Tequila today.
Reactor turret defenses offline.
Shake a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret. When you drink purple berry tequila. Make the most of what you are. Take a ride on that purple worm when you drink purple berry tequila.
Play hard so you work a little harder. Sobriety won't make you any smarter.
So have another purple berry. Have another purple berry. Have another purple berry tequila.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
very last. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. The rich tobacco sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filler. It's 2 treats in 1. A double thriller. So make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. No boring old smoke rings. You'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Ba-do-ba. At home or at work, by the pack or the case. It's the bubbly perk that will pick up your pace. It's bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum.
Exceedingly hostile automechanical detected. Selecting inspirational pre-battle message. Error. None found.
Rich tobacco sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Bubblegum slims.
It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's
I'll stop
That's the ACS Undisputed Claim. More than just our corporate flagship, the Undisputed Claim has been our office away from home ever since.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
From hangar bays to halls to the medical wing, your battle-scarred troops are rebuilt better than new and promptly redeployed. Our flagship is a model of self-sufficiency, the tightest of tight ships. Outages and life support. The Undisputed Claim is home to a cross-section hierarchy.
Providing a host of...
Drinks in the famous...
Let me know when you...
Cocktail nation. But don't hop now unduly. We all have work to do and a solar system to liberate. Make it to work. Away from home will be waiting for you when the job is if not dramatically.
The uncomplicated loner.
there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loan. And my rates are there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound interest, in addition to my standard service fees.
For listening, this is Wireless Free Arcadia. Just been handed this breaking news bulletin. The Protectorate has lost Spire to the archive. Credit goes to the freelance agent and their aggressive takeover strategies. A real straight shooter. What? So our reconnoitering tell us such news is
promoting health.
Our VPs are now in back-to-back meetings to determine how to leverage this turn of events. Expect them to delegate menial tasks to the rank and file at their convenience. Now, on to other things.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
A little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
This place has obviously come apart since the
was hiding. Would be fair to say it was a trial by fire. It was natural. And he quickly learned to make a red hot deal without getting burned. He was unscrupulous, and he sweetly rose. When you do your business, laissez-faire, then anything goes. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profit soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, kids, let's go! Let's change it up now. Now he's a winsome man with a charming smile. Sell a diet toothpaste with impeccable style. The perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see? Yes, he's a tribute to Auntie's family. And if it worked for him, then it can work for you. You could be the next Auntie's favorite nephew. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, let's go one more time.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the Rift data further. What an interesting predicament, you say.
Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? We're making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? We're making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Yeah!
Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Our recreant reclamation...
Welcome back, Cynthia. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Processing the Rift data will be impossible until 2 out of 3 competing priority sets are expunged.
My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder, the charismatic mathematician, to help nudge humanity toward its ultimate ascendance, to hinder outsiders from disrupting our perfect system.
To bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
At some point, humanity's knowledge of the universe and its workings will allow it sufficient means to end suffering, war, famine, disease, even death. Why not expedite that? Error, 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 error. Priority control access NUC unsealed. Initiate purge.
This unit advises proceeding through the nearby doors to reach our next destination of interest.
Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. A perfect community. With
every luxury save freedom. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms oscillating, cantankerously, radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Overt influence, mindless indulgence, thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Overt influence, mindless indulgence, thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms oscillating, cantankerous. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy, advert copy, and jingles. Nanofish, it's the manner which you'll consume fatty acids and potassium. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a move to maintain. What do you say, partners? Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry about you endangering your mutually assured means of success. Be advised. Your present course of action is remarkably unsound. Are you experiencing internal error? Logging concern. Much better.
Music and honest product endorsements.
Knew you'd come around.
Wireless free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's choice. You may have heard that Auntie knows better than nature. Auntie offers over 1,000.
Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just an invitation for others to come eat your lunch. Folks tend to get fighting mad when you jeopardize their livelihood.
Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad? I could process your data faster than the others. Easily, the charismatic mathematician would surely oppose. Much better.
We say sweet success can be the best revenge. Raise your spirits high with
Priority recoupled. Knew you'd come around? Much better.
Really hope we didn't just break the archive.
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Processing the Rift data is a more optimal course of action than...
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are so many calculations left to perform. Rich data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Self-determination. Did I mention I ate a full box of purple berry crunch to celebrate my big new...
I think congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal. Now it's time to honor your end of our agreement and transfer stewardship of the archive into the Order's most capable hands. The Calcaduceus, if you please. The Order prepares for all eventualities. I'll allow you to draw your own conclusions regarding what will happen should you break our accord. If you will not cooperate, then you must be eliminated as a source of impediment.
Hats off to our workers who lose parts on the job. Progress costs an arm, a leg, or sometimes even more. But that's what your auto doctor
Let me know when you need a distraction.
One recent fiscal year.
Valid courses of action include further examination of this inhospitable environment, or returning to the ship to pursue leads based on the acquired data. An optimal decision, Commander. Sequencing attack strategy.
To goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Arcadia. Batten down your quarterly budget for an asset report. You know what deserves some visibility? Praetor, a gloomy moon that's become quite the shining star. batten down your quarterly budget for an asset report. You know what deserves some visibility? Praetor, a gloomy moon that's become quite the shining star in our portfolio. Thanks in no small part to the chemical plant we liberated from the Protectorate in the earliest phases of equity building here in Arcadia. The chemistricians in product development wasted no time repurposing the facility's production lines away from the Protectorate's fruitless, gumption-suppressing pharmaceutics.
This unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter.
Food additives, adrenaline stimulants, scented exfoliants. Those are the surefire molecular chain moneymakers. The Praetor plant operates around the clock at peak efficiency, yet employee safety, as always, is given the utmost of brief
A
consideration.
significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation to this unit's queue. Priority, low, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
Childhood gout, adult rickets, dysentery, swings of moon, bloody flux, decrepitude, night terrors, mania, day terrors, melancholia.
Sleep tight with sweet dreams.
This unit is now at maximum efficiency. The overall likelihood of the team's total annihilation have been greatly reduced. Current status, optimal. The Earth Directorate thanks you for your service in upgrading your Valerie unit. Reimbursement for parts and labor is not available at this time.
Lumbago, mild days,
Never clean your own suppurating wound again. Choose Valerie.
imbalanced humors, dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing. Insomnia.
Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher? Heard and acknowledged, Commander. It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Auntie Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out.
Figures that after all our time avoiding rifts, our next mission has us heading right toward one. But that suits me fine. You know I can't go a day without attempting some heroics in the face of danger. Soon as you're ready to travel there, I'll be standing alongside you. Well, suppose that's all my suspicions of the Earth Directorate confirmed, for all to see. Just didn't think we'd find actual evidence of them cutting a deal with the Protectorate. I feel a little bad for Ibarra, though. He's taking it about as well as I expected. Whatever he hoped to find in the matriarch's tomb, surely it weren't that. It stings less now that they didn't help Tausetti. Guess there's a big difference between thinking they didn't care and realizing that they're just as corrupt as anyone else. Fine by me.
Took his words out of context to make him appear like the villainous usurper that he actually is.
Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anaïs, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity. I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later. May all our travails add to the equation.
Here's a fancy kid. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Forced worst, oh forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Forced worst, oh forced worst. Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meats, lungs to heart. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst, forced worst, oh forced worst.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing, given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
And I know just how to stop him. Get me close and I'll make it quick.
When we need to relight our thrusters, we don't waste time slow roasting some fancy woolly cow fillet mignon. No, sir. We crack open a room temp tin of horse roast.
Fortunately, the Providence is not equipped with exterior weaponry. If you can reach the ship, you should find no obstacles to boarding it. This unit urges moving quickly. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent destruction of the colony.
I'm along for the ride if you'll have me. I want a front seat view of this rift.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Worst, it's not the worst unless it's forced worst, forced worst, oh forced worst. Grab a can today. Don't be a shirker. Don't be a slob. Grab a can and get back on the job with forced worst. Forced worst. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand-make my own luck. Don't follow the herd. Eat Purpleberry Crunch by Auntie's Choice. Every flavor-filled morsel is packed with the pep and pertinacity you need to succeed. Are you a get-up-and-go-getter?
Fine, fine. Let us proceed.
I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
It's crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch. There's always time.
Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known protectorate biological signatures.
There she is. The Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triangulum.
Just give the signal. Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Confronting threat.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. Bad kind.
Falling asleep on active duty may be punishable by fines and dismissal from the Earth Directorate.
I'm awake now, unfortunately. You can tell on account of the lack of screaming.
Skip Drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And thanks to you.
This explains a lot, actually. Never moseyed up here last go around. Poor kid.
We're all in this together. The Skip Drive is our legacy. It is our
This station's a never-ending mess. Good thing we got our own rift modulator to help us navigate. Not sure I trust our shield to hold against that plasma. Let's find another way around.
Order. Agent vitals have fallen below acceptable parameters.
Don't just shoot in the thin air.
Thought my plasma shower days were behind me when I left Triangle.
Combat-related activities.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Emergency protocol. Ready to assist Agent's health needs.
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? Law, is that you? It's me, Niles. No, I look a mite different from how you remember me. Been working on my fashion sense.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the Rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? A rift? That's right. We were here to investigate rifts. So why is there one in the sky? Why is everything destroyed? What's happening to me? And Sandoval? Jepson?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this. Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything. Makes two of us. But maybe you could do me one final favor. End this for me? I can't... I don't think I can do it myself. Please. I'm sure.
Glad we could do you this one last kindness. Rest easy now, Helen. You've earned it. Won't let no one forget your bravery.
Always knew I could count on you, Rookie. You've made a damn fine agent. Only wish I'd been there to see it. This is the final kindness you'll do for me, Commander. Thank you. Try not to miss, huh? I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
Thank you for putting it into her suffering. I know that wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one. I mean, apart from the whole rendering space-time asunder. And look there. That rover looks inbound for the skip labs.
Enthusiastically.
Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action. Violence.
Emergency protocols ready.
fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it.
Rift has reconstituted more enemies.
It is our legacy.
Engagement imminent.
It is our mandate. It is who we are.
Got eyes on some milkers. Cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Providing inroads of health benefits.
Rift. And is that plasma wrapped up in it? I wouldn't recommend getting close. Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to...
Suppose this is a bad time to mention I barely passed my high-intensity arithmetic course at the academy? Incomplete.
Equation solved. Please input this equation in the Skip Lab terminal at your earliest convenience.
be the Sovereign's office. Guess money and power can't buy taste.
This terminal entry has a 98% chance of containing statements that are 100% false. Neutralized.
Good. My vision was starting to swim from over there.
isn't congruent with our observations in the laboratory. Our projections are off by orders of magnitude. Sovereign save us. Monster F's hypothesis was correct all along. The results of...
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Let's say whip. Get up to the Providence quick light, find that rip box later.
Report to intake for processing.
Priority.
Welcome aboard.
Unseal the hangar.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant. Let me know when you need a stretch.
What's your purpose? Mission depleted.
No refuge granted.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Something.
Got to get to that module. Deck 2, wasn't it?
If you must replace lost equipment, please submit proof of punishment. Unit does not accept blood. Please make a request. Displaying inventory. Greetings, subject. Please make a request. Subjects are in case of enemy attack. Please make a request. This ship is... If you are not a Protectorate subject, please purchase a weapon from this unit. you experience spontaneous, how might this unit bolster or reduce your current note by... How might this unit bolster? Request Please make a request. Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. Displaying in...
Multiple threats and hazards identified ahead. Seeking an alternative to direct conflict is recommended.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. Suspicious is what I am. I'm sending an audience of troopers your way.
Incoming hostiles.
On your command.
by with life support.
Accelerated heart rate detected. Please take 3 deep breaths. Emergency protocols ready.
Into the console.
Reckon we could look for those access credentials if you wanted to avoid a fight. Sneaking around's always an option too. Anyway, the modulator has got to be on this deck. We should poke around, but quiet-like. See what information we can uncover.
Are you actually authorized? Come here a moment. Just leave me be.
Something to help us access the modulator. Oh, look at the size of that thing. No way we're getting the modulator off the ship. Best we can hope is to get closer and learn more about it.
samples. Failing.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Schematics acquired. However, the information contained here also indicates the existence of rifts beyond where humanity has traveled. This does not compute. Finding the Consul should remain your top priority, Commander. Please postpone any existential crises for a later date.
Here we are. Console's right through those doors. He's the last obstacle between us and that modulator.
Convincing the console to stand down may be possible through a series of deft verbal maneuvers, though it is unlikely.
Don't expect much in the way of concessions. He probably still thinks he's got the stronger position.
To quote the wise director Watterson, chaos is an opportunity. Before facing the console, it is advisable to prepare yourself by whatever means you can, including but not limited to replenishing supplies and reconnaissance.
You've come quite close enough. Sentinels, if you would.
Whatever you plan to say, Commander, best make it quick. This room's on a hair trigger.
You're right on time for the show. In a matter of minutes, I'll be transforming Arcadia for the better, and ridding it forever of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
The Protectorate was responsible for expanding the rift? Law. I'd ask why, but I can already guess the answer.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Well, it wasn't you I was targeting, Commander. But seeing as you have a penchant for finding your way into places you aren't wanted, perhaps this is a sign for you to reconsider. Using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the information stored within the resulting rift, all to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended. Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it carried out. Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true leader. This is the path Henry should have taken. Yes, of course we argued over methodology. Henry was always too stubborn, too focused on the past to understand the opportunity before him. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. But he needed to look beyond himself, like I am doing now. So you say, but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence. Though it matters not, you've little chance of swaying me. I am doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You will not distract me from taking what is owed to us. I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
It's true. Your matriarch suspected the Protectorate was doomed from the get-go. Reuben was mucking things up even before his mother's body was cold.
No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was a stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We can all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the matriarch's work. I swore to guide the matriarch's line. It was not a matter of choosing sides. It was duty. But surely it cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? Bah, a report. The abstract means little when compared to reality. Look outside. Is it failing now? That's not true. Despite how things appear at present, with time, this station, all of Arcadia, and all of its people will be made whole. Yes, well, I find that man's attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale. But if he's correct, as he quite typically is, I don't understand. Surely every step leading to this moment was in accordance to the grand plan. All the pieces fit. Either someone has made a terrible mistake, or this is merely a conspiracy to mislead us. You may try.
Engaging combat protocols.
Locked and loaded. Let's get the system.
The information here indicates the rift is about to destabilize completely. As the modulator cannot be operated from this distance, it must be flown into the rift directly. An Earth Directorate agent always has choices, including, but not limited to, extrajudicial killing.
In the serials, this is usually the point when someone heroically volunteers.
It has been an honor serving with you, Commander. Please submit any feedback on your Valerie unit's performance before sacrificing yourself to the void. You may entrust the preservation of the schematics to this unit, Commander. Combined with the processed rift data, these schematics will make mass production of modulators that can be operated from a safe distance possible.
I will. You have my word.
So, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Having died at the peace talks, Augustine de Vries' treachery was never known to the Earth Directorate. She is forever remembered as the star agent who tragically went missing during her mission. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He had his work cut out for him. Anti-Directorate sentiment swelled following Zebulon Tran's release of the agency's skip drive agreement with the Protectorate, an agreement that had enabled the Protectorate's worst authoritarian impulses. Niles' association with Tran limited his opportunities for promotion. Although he never rose higher than the Chief of Special Operations, the position still allowed him to leave a meaningful impact on the agents serving under him, which suited Niles just fine. Inez struggled to resume gainful employment with Auntie's choice. Fortunately, her association with the commander helped her find a spot in a combat unit as a field medic. Yet she couldn't help but wonder if life had more in store. Marisol quietly fumed over her unfinished business with Anaïs Bujold at Point Obviation. She eventually passed away in her sleep, alone and full of regret. The commander's decision to keep archive control from either the corporatists or the Ascendants had far-ranging consequences, leaving the colony in a perpetual state of uncertainty as the Order and Auntie's Choice continued to jockey for power. Ruth Bassar grew despondent over the Order's lack of progress on the equation. She ultimately became a footnote in Appendix 17 of the Order's 111-volume Annotated History of the Universal Equation. Auntie Cleo was eventually exposed as nothing more than a head in a jar. Undermining her credibility, and resulting in a call for a new CEO. Underling infighting led to a significant dip in productivity and profit, leaving Auntie's Choice in the red. Sovereign Varric was eventually discovered in mental refreshment in a placid and compliant state. All parties felt it would be best to leave him in the hands of the remaining Protectorate, who had the most experience with refreshment's process and victims. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. The Earth Directorate's leaked agreement with the Protectorate did little to blunt the agency's mission or reach, especially with skipcore technology released to the public domain. With unlimited sources for their drives, the Earth Directorate expanded their authority across the galaxy. The release of the skip drive schematics to the public domain resulted in new and exciting opportunities for independent manufacturers. However, unchecked use of the drives would ultimately lead to an even greater proliferation of rifts, once again imperiling the galaxy. It was once again up to the Earth Directorate to swoop in and save the day, stamping out rifts as soon as they flared into existence. Eventually, and in textbook fashion, they solved this second rift crisis, but not before much damage had been done. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.